Okay, in this video I'm going to show you how to make this paper airplane. This is the Seagull paper airplane. It is a great flying, more like a glider paper airplane, but I think you'll enjoy it. It has a neat flight pattern. Let me show you how to make it. We're going to start off with one A4 American US printer paper. And what we're going to do is we're going to fold this paper in half. Okay. We'll crease that down, and we're going to open it up. Then we're going to fold it in half the other way. Like this. Line up corner to corner. Okay. Then we will fold up. Then we're going to open this up. And then we're going to take this bottom half and then we're going to fold it right to the center crease. Just like so. Then we're going to flip the paper over and then we're going to do a reverse fold right where we had originally folded that. Just like so. Should follow that crease. So our paper should look like this. We have our flap up here where we folded it in and we're at a square. What we're going to do is we're going to take this edge and we're going to fold it right along this edge. Now normally I would say to leave a little space. This time I'm going to say leave no space. Put it right on the edge. Okay? Get a good crease. We're going to flip it over. Flaps up here. We're going to fold this edge down alongside this center here. Just like so. Okay. Then we're going to open this up. Again, so that the flap side is up. What we're going to do is we're going to take one side and then we're going to fold this paper, this edge, along this crease we just made, but just before the crease. So don't be right on the crease, but just before it. If you're right on it, it'll still work. But you want to be just before it because what happens is when you fold it down, you don't want the paper to bind. And this paper airplane has some spots where the paper does bind on you. We're going to do the same thing to this other side. Like so. So that once we have this, we should be able to fold these together and they should come together right at the center. Just like so. See, it bound a little bit down there, must have been right on the crease, but that's okay, this still works. So our paper airplane should look like this. What we're going to do is we're going to lift it up and you see this crease here. This is going to be our reference line. What we're going to do is we're going to fold this down so that this crease lines up with this edge of the paper. Okay. And then we will crease that down. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do a fold. This is where it's going to start to get tricky. The paper airplane, the folds in the paper is going to start to fight itself. We're going to take this edge and fold it along that same crease, but letting this back end come out. Okay? So we're going to leave the nose down. I use my fingers to fold it back. Put that right on that crease. Go down. You could crease it, the paper underneath. If you crease it hard enough, and which I'll do just to show you, you can see the paper lines right under there. Okay? Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to fold this in half this way though, so that we have these folds on the underneath side. Well, this will be the underneath side of the plane. Okay, once we're here, what we're going to do is we're going to pick a point right about here. I like to give it a little bit of body. This helps to stabilize the plane a little bit. So I'm going to fold it just right about halfway here. So halfway from this point to this fold here should be right about there. And this is a guesstimation. It doesn't have to be right on. So I'm going to fold this down and then I'm going to make sure that this back paper stays in line. Okay? Now right here where all the paper is, that's where I'm going to start the fold and then I will crease it out and then I'm going to lightly crease the back end. I will flip this over, and I'm going to take this wing and I'm really just going to match it up with the other wing. Okay? Because it's more important that the wings are the same than the fold points up here. They should line up. And again, right where all the paper is, I start the fold, and I'll crease that down. Give it a light crease back here where there's only one piece. Okay? So at this point, this is what our paper airplane looks like. You see it's starting to take shape. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take this, and then we're going to fold this end right here where this piece, these papers meet up. We're going to fold this upward. And I'm going to use this top side to keep them in line. This paper edge. I'm going to again crease right here where the paper is, and then lightly back here. I'm going to flip this over. I'm going to do the same on this side. I'm going to match up these wings here. Crease it down right there. Give a little crease there. Okay, now we're going to open this up a little bit. We're going to put it upside down. What we're going to do is we're going to fold this part of the wing back this way. We're going to use this point here as our pivot point. So what we're going to do is I'm going to use a fingernail. I want to fold it here. See how it meets right up there? And I'm just going to pull this back a little bit. Okay. And I want it so that this paper here becomes a straight line. And when it is, or it's close, I'm going to fold that down. This corner should stick out. This point should come right to where the paper meets up here, and this should be straight back. This is not too critical, so if you're a little off, it's okay. Then we're going to unfold it because we just want the crease. We're going to do the same thing on this side. This is where the paper comes together. So we're going to use that as our pivot point. Want this to be straight. Fold that down. Comes off a little bit. We'll open that up. And that is how we make the flying seagull. It's pretty good plane. I like how it flies. It's got a neat pattern. It kind of flutters a little bit. Well, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please click on the like, subscribe, and come back and see me for the next.